Okay. I left StreamYard for 1 week and all hecky breaks loose. I was talking to y'all for the longest time and I was not live. I just realized that. I'm just like, hey, like nobody's interacting. Nothing's coming up. What's going on? Girl, I was over here talking to myself for real. For real, for real. Hi, Zaya. Now you can probably hear me. How are you? Hope all is well. My goodness, I was just talking to myself. So funny. So let's rewind selector and do that again. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Brown Girl Bella. I am your hostess with the mostest, Brown Girl Bella herself, BGB. And you are right here in the place that you need to be. This is luxury beauty makeup. We're going to talk about beauty news, reviews, and so much more that you have been waiting for. So if you love all that, come on in here and let's chat. So, as I was saying, you weren't hearing me because nobody heard me. I wanted to come in and say there's a lot that I want to go through today. And so I wanted to kind of get to it rather quickly. I want to talk about some things in the beauty sector, some beauty news. I promised you all we were going to talk about the elfing up of e.l.f. once again with one of their spokespersons who put their foot in it from what I hear and not in a good way. So we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about Louis Vuitton and how they have shaken up the game. And I'm floored, but I'm not. I'm my mouth is open and I'm shocked, but I'm not so shocked. I'm not so shocked, and I'll tell you why when we get into that section. But suffice it to say, we're going to really see how much folks like luxury beauty after all of this. We're going to really see if it's real, as they used to say back in the day, is it live or is it Memorex? We're going to really find out what's tea because LV threw it the gauntlet. They threw it on the table and said, what you want? You want luxury? Boom, here you go. Here you go. Now, you going to pay for it or no? Yes or no? What you going to do, honey? Because we gave it to you. Okay? What you going to do now? So, we're going to talk about that too. And then we're going to dive into my birthday. Yes, it is less than a month away. Yes, I finally found out where I'm going. No, I'm not going to tell y'all yet. I'll tell you as we get a little closer. But I'm excited. And because your girl has been losing the weight, taking the weight off, and really kind of getting herself together, I just need to tighten it up. I don't really need to do like a whole lot. And there's a lot of clothing that I have that I haven't worn because I haven't been this size in a while. So I didn't get rid of my stuff. I packed it away for like, whether or not I'm going to donate it or what have you. And I never actually did donate it. So good for me, bad for y'all, that I can now wear them. So that's good news for me. And I said bad news for y'all because that means I'm not giving them away. But happy that I can fit into it. So that's what I'm going to really be focusing on, like trying on clothing that I haven't worn in a while, see what fits, what doesn't fit, and then supplementing what I need from there. I did find my birthday dress, and we'll go through that in a moment. I'm hoping that the dress looks like the picture because I won't have time to like do too much to it because of the time frame. So prayerful that it is all gonna work out, that it will be my size, that I don't need to take anything in. I'm getting it a little larger so that if I do need to switch in the waist, cinch it in, then I can go and do that really quickly. But I'm hoping that doesn't even need to be done. So we shall see. So, hi, Kat. You said you're driving. We'll chat when you have the chance. Oh, no problem. Be safe out there. So, let's start with our news about e.l.f. I know I put LV first, but let's talk about e.l.f. So, e.l.f. Cosmetics, Eyes, Lip, Face, they had partnered with the guy that I shared with you before, but I will share his picture. Oh, please, while I pull it up. Okay. So, let's see. Where's his picture at? Here he is. Okay, so let me show you the picture that I shared with you all before. Can I move this over? No. All right, so we're just going to show this one. Okay. So here's what Matt Rife looks like. He is a comedian, an actor, and he teamed up with e.l.f. Cosmetics. And what happened was the campaign was called e.l.f. No Scams. And Matt was with drag queen Heidi in Closet. And the campaign was a spoof of a lawyer duo promoting affordable beauty products. The ad had appeared on YouTube and the brand's social media channels. e.l.f. Cosmetics had selected Rife for the campaign because his TikTok audience is 80% female, with 75% under 34, aligning with the brand's demographics. However, critics, including many e.l.f. customers and beauty influencers, expressed an outrage over the brand's partnership with him. The backlash resulted from a domestic violence joke that Rife did in his 2023 Netflix special, Natural Selection. In that joke, he said, "Yeah, but I feel like if she could cook, she wouldn't have that black eye," meaning describing a woman seeing a waitress with a black eye. His response to the criticism, directing offended individuals to a website selling special needs helmets, just fueled that controversy. So rather than saying, "I'm sorry and I apologize," and, that was in poor taste and I apologize, he directed people to a website that was selling special needs helmets, just combating and fueling the fire even more. So e.l.f. acknowledged the backlash, saying that they missed the mark with the campaign and they're sorry for causing all the outrage. It was not their intention. They stated that the campaign was aimed to humorously spotlight beauty injustice and that they would listen to anyone's feedback. The chief global marketing officer, Corey Marcianto, expressed that he was surprised at the negative reception, reiterating a gap between the brand's intention and how the ad was received ultimately. But the backlash was swift, and many social media users and influencers were calling for boycotts. Some influencers posted videos discarding their e.l.f. products. Critics pointed out the hypocrisy of a brand promoting inclusivity while collaborating with someone who is making these jokes. So the ongoing debate is whether brands have a responsibility to vet potential partners, considering the cultural context and past actions of those that they choose to collaborate with, and just, being more careful moving forward. Now, from my marketer's hat, I will tell you that a lot of beauty brands and other brands are really looking through that lens. And I had a client who was very, very conscientious about morality. And they had us do background checks. They had us do political checks. They had us do checks to see if they were ever arrested for a DUI, if they, were ever arrested for doing something immoral, all of that stuff. So there are some brands out there that take on that responsibility, but I agree more should be done. And especially e.l.f. because they seem to every couple of weeks be getting their, e.l.f. in a bushel because they mess up and they get these people who, for lack of a better word, just are in it for the money and are not in it to do anything else to help grow the brand, to help grow their knowledge base. None of that. It's merely to get a buck and it's merely to get clout. And so I can point to a lot of collaborators that they've worked with in the past, and some of them barely use their products even today after, being on with them and doing all those collaborations with them. It's like nothing at the end of the day. Oh, my TT is on here. Everybody, please. Hey, happy birthday to my TT. You can either drop it in the chat bar. Hang on a minute. Drop it in the chat. Hang on a second. Let me show you, if you are a member, how to drop the happy birthdays in the chat. There you go. Yes, 74 yesterday. I didn't know you was telling your age. Go on, TT. I ain't saying nothing. Y'all ain't gonna never know how old I am. I'm 35 forever. Forever, ever, forever, ever. Forever. So we're going to use the Busy Art today because we're test running a couple of palettes to see what I want to bring as a complement to whatever makeup I'm going to ultimately bring. So we're going to put this color on right here. Can you see? Let me show you. This one right here, we're putting all over the lid. And I'm using a synthetic brush. Actually, I think this might be half and half synthetic and half natural. But I'm just putting it all over the lid, all the way up to the brow bone, where I need to start plucking some hairs because I see those poking out. I'll do that tomorrow in the morning while I am getting ready. So happy birthday, my TT. What did you do? Hope you did something fun. Hope you did something fun. I know you were moving, but you should be all moved in by now. So hopefully you were able to do something fun. So that is e.l.f. And like I said, I've worked with a lot of brands who take these things very, very seriously. And I think that e.l.f., in light of all that it has been through, should start taking on that type of due diligence to vet who they use for their spokesperson. That's just my 2 cents, because if the brand means anything to you, and obviously it does, you want the sales to continue, you want the brand to grow, you want to forge new alliances, those are not going to happen if you keep backstepping and getting these influencers who really don't do your brand any justice. They certainly don't put a good light on it. So it would behoove you to actually look at doing things a little differently and not always trying to go for the shock value all the time. Because one day your shock treatment is going to run out. And that's what I was saying on my Instagram. I was like, have they reached the point of no return? Have people like totally turned off of e.l.f. because of this whole situation? And I think, you know, consumers these days are very fickle. And soon as they get riled up about something, something else will come and rile them up and they'll forget about this. But if it keeps happening, if we keep having these discussions over and over and over again, eventually people are going to say, you know what? I just don't want to deal with the brand at all. And that's what I would hate to have happen. Excuse me. They make great products. They have an excellent portfolio. And I would hate to see the brand die out. I would hate to see that. But at the same time, consumers are getting smarter, they're getting wiser, and they are not falling for the same old, time and time again. Thank you. We went out to eat, but the moving has been delayed for 4 weeks. Oh my goodness, 4 weeks. What are you supposed to do in the meantime? My goodness, that's crazy. That's crazy. Am I see you this weekend in Jersey? Let me know. So yes, I'm like, yeah, your luck's gonna run out sooner or later. So I would rather you fix what's going on and make it better, because this is not good and it doesn't bode well for those who really love the products. And for them, they love the price point, they love everything about it. And to lose that, for people to now have to say, okay, well, now I got to make the switch to something else because e.l.f. no longer serves me. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be a good look for you, e.l.f. So hopefully they'll turn things around and things will get much better, and they'll be a little bit more wiser when they're choosing who their spokespersons will be. Hey, I haven't had any issues. Come join me. Come join me. Come join the Bella Brigade. I'll help you out, e.l.f. I don't mind at all. All right, moving on from e.l.f. from drugstore to, oh my goodness, I'm gonna need some drugs if I'm gonna get this. Listen, let's cut to the videotape, shall we? Let's cut to the videotape. I don't know why I keep pressing that same button. That's not the button I want. I want this button. Yes. Let's see. Hang on a second. This might be a little trickier. Here we go. All right. So here are my kind of wish list for birthday stuff. So we're going to start with this one. All right. This is the new eyeshadow palette from Louis Vuitton. And I thought that was Sunday. I'm going to that too. I'll be there for Sunday, but I thought Saturday was the picnic. Don't tell me it's the same time. No, hers is on Saturday and then things on Sunday, right? I think that's what Jackie said. I have to look and see. Anywho, let's get back to this YSL. Listen, all I could do was laugh because I knew this was coming. So, first of all, Pat McGrath has her name on it. And Pat McGrath, you can see right now her name all over this with the gold, with the loud, emblems, with just the packaging itself being luxe. It looks like a rounder version of her motherships. Now, these palettes are supposed to be interchangeable. So you only have to buy the one compact and then everything else you can buy as refills, which is smart. Hopefully the refills are not as expensive as the palettes. Like they're completely less expensive, hopefully. But I think in my mind, they probably won't go down too far, maybe like 175 perhaps for the refills. I don't know. But in any case, it's a whopping $250 for eyeshadow. To put this in context, Pat McGrath's motherships, let me get one up so you can see. Yeah, I'll just pull just any one out. Here, I'll pull the one out that we did a look with last. This is mothership number 3, Subversive. Just in case no one's ever seen a mothership, which I don't know how, because you've been rocking with me. So I don't know how you ended up not getting and not seeing a mothership, but all right, I'll humor you. This is the Pat McGrath mothership. So it's very weighty. If I threw this, I'm going to do some serious damage upside somebody's head. So it's weighty. On the back, it's gold plates, one solid piece of gold plate. Her hieroglyphs for her logo are down here as well, and they're on the top. I don't know about this palette because I haven't seen it yet, but her mirror is beveled. And then she has her display. Now, these are not refillable. You have to buy these individually, and I have bought all 12. But when I saw the actual palette, I said, this makes sense because this is supposedly Pat McGrath's brain trust, her brainchild, with Louis Vuitton. And so it makes sense that it would look as prestigious as it looks. The problem lies in the price and how quickly I feel these are going to go. Now, these are not for the light at heart. These are for serious, hardcore, like you are a collector or you are a beauty lover and you have disposable income to pay for this, because this is not cheap. Okay, $250. I think this is the most, if not one of the most expensive palettes I've seen on the market, and I've seen a lot of them. This is one of the expensive ones. So I get it. This is going to be a lot. This is going to be a lot for some people. So I want to hear your thoughts about that. But while we're thinking on that, let me share the rest of it. Because you haven't seen nothing yet. If you think that's bad, let's cut to, oops, hang on. Let's cut to the next. This is the lip balm. Okay. So the lip balm has a range of shades as well. And this is retailed at $160. $160. Now, again, to put this in context, I've bought lipsticks before, expensive ones. You know, YSL is like $30, $40. Chanel is like $30, $40. Pat McGrath, same thing. I even, hold please. Let me put you on a brief hold. Hold please. Bring this out. I think this one might have been the most expensive lipstick I've ever purchased for myself because it was my birthday. And I believe this one was a milestone birthday that I bought this from. And I was like, I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to do something really special for just me and, you know, give myself a little treat. So I got the House of Silage or Silage. Comes with their own case, little envelope. Here is the case. Oh, we're not done. Inside the case is a little mirror. And we have a little pouch. Also says House of Silage on the pouch. And you open the pouch. And this is the lipstick. Okay. This lipstick, can't remember, but it was over $100. Maybe $125, maybe $125. And I got it on sale. And this is refillable, so I can pull this out and use whatever color I want. Of course, it was my birthday, so I had to use a red. So I'm going to put this on for old time's sake. Ooh, I should have got a lip liner with that one. I'm all over the place. Oh, please. Ooh. I forgot how slippery this is. It goes all over the yard. All right, let me grab a lip brush and clean that up. You know, I'll do better than this. But that reminded me of this. And then, hang on. Gotta make sure it snaps when it closes. And where's my lip brush? Here it is. Okay, so let's clean this up. So that goes to show you like the expensiveness of this product. And that's nowhere near here. This has real crystals on it. It's weighty. I'm not sure if that's as weighty as this is, but again, the presentation of how it comes packaged lends into the overall appeal of it as well. And so if you're not coming like the House of Silage come in with its own box, its own case, hard shell case, with its own drawstring bag inside of the hard shell case, like they're coming on all cylinders. They're banging on all cylinders. So I don't know how this is going to be packaged. I did see a couple of different packages where it was sitting in a case with the lipstick, which I'll show you in a moment, the lipstick. But unless it's coming like that for real, I'm like, who's buying this? Who is going to be buying this? Besides those hardcore folks that I spoke about before with disposable income. Oh, okay. You need to rest. No, I get it. So I'll see you on Sunday. I'll see you on Sunday. I'll be there. So that is my House of Solage lippy. So not to say I haven't paid, because clearly this was over $100, but this was a special occasion. This is a refillable piece as well. This is supposed to be refillable, but it came really like packaged well in its box, in its case. So, I'm just saying, if you're going to come like that, bring it, LV, bring it. And not to be done, let me show you the other piece. Oop, hang on. Let's do that. Okay, so this is the lipstick. Okay, so the lipsticks will set you back $160 a piece. So I don't know if they're packaging it together, if they have a package together that has the lipstick, the lip balm, all in one case. That would be great if they did for one price, so that you don't have to buy it a la carte. And then hopefully you can choose like which lipstick you want and which balm you want to put into your case. Hopefully that's how they're working it, because otherwise, like, what's the nuance for this? What is the appeal, except for the fact that it's Louis Vuitton? Now listen, I love LV as much as the next girl, but I really did not think they were coming out swinging like that. But this is telling you all, putting you on notice. If you want luxury, baby, you can have it, but it's going to cost you. So now who's talking luxury? Now who wants to talk luxury beauty? Because this is where the rubber meets the road. Hey, Red Sunshine. This is where the rubber meets the road, y'all. This is where you decide for yourselves, is this something worth me purchasing or not? Or not? It's a pretty hefty penny. Pretty hefty penny. Let's see what you guys are saying. Hey, Susan. Susan says, I'll bet there were at least very few to make it even more exclusive. It's not for me. I've never been a big fan of LV. I've always preferred more fashion-forward houses like Prada or Gucci. Okay, there you go. There you go. Red Sunshine saying, hugs Bella and Auntie Wendy. Yes, it's TT Wendy's day after her birthday. Day after her. Oh, I forgot to put my inner corner highlight on. So let's do that. And this, again, like I said, is Viseart, one of the palettes I'm considering for my birthday. Since, the prices for LV are trying to choke a horse, I got to consider some other options just in case. Because I have a feeling like people are going to buy it up and then resell it on the market for much more. I have a feeling that that's going to happen. Much in the same vein that they did for the Pat McGrath and Star Wars. Oh, I was so sick. I was so sick behind that. I was like, this makes no sense to me why it sold out everywhere. And Pat McGrath doesn't even sell out like that anymore. By the time she was doing the Star Wars stuff, people weren't like going crazy over Star Wars like that. So Yeah, and Ray of Sunshine celebrated a birthday too. All my Leo women, they had a good time this week and last week. Good times, good times. But the fun ride is about to be over. And it's about to be what? Virgo season, Virgo season, Virgo season, Virgo season. So I want to see what the other colors look like too on these lipsticks and lip balms because I am intrigued. I am intrigued. It is Pat McGrath. I love Pat McGrath. I think she is ingenious. And so I really want to see like the whole ambiance, see what she has going on so that I can make an informed decision or beg somebody to buy it for me. All right. So let's look at some other things that are on my wish list for the B-Day. So go back. Oh, forgot one more thing, babes. This. Now, this is supposed to be the LV makeup pouch that you can buy as an accessory to the collection, the LV collection. So this is exclusive to that new LV makeup collection. It's pink. I love. But I'm like, where am I going to tie it to? Because I don't have a bag that I can tie it to. At least not yet. At least not yet. I do want to get that Speedy P9 in pink. That has been like my lust piece for a minute now. And I'm seeing on the pre-love market that the LV P9 is going down. In the store, they're still around the 10,000, 11,000 range, depending on what color you want. However, now I'm seeing gently used going down as far as $7,000 and $6,000. So who knows? By the time I pull the trigger on it, which will probably be at this point sometime in December, maybe, it might go down even more. So that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping it goes down even more, and then I'll swoop it up. I'll swoop it up then. All right. Let's get some blush on. I think I'm gonna do House Labs because I do want that new. Let's go over to makeup next. Let's do that while I'm talking about makeup that I want. All right, so let's bring this down. And let's pull up the makeup. Let's see. Why is it not showing? Oh, you know why? Oh, please. I'll tell you why in a second. I didn't change it over to a JPEG to show it. So let me do that now. But ever since I saw this on someone, it's been running rampant through my brain like you wouldn't believe. And I did not realize how much I would love this. Because I really thought, nah, it's not going to be for me. I'm not going to be, wearing that. That's too much for me. And then I saw it on someone who was lighter than I was, and it looked gorgeous on her. It looked absolutely stunning. So let me show you what I'm talking about. I think most of you probably know. Here it is. That is the YSL Chili Crush. Now I have red blushes. This one here is like a more magenta kind of blush, but I'll show you some of the ones that I have. I even have a Fenty Beauty one that the brand had given me, and it's called Daiquiri Dip. Should have put that on. But I feel like this is more like a tomato red, whereas that is like a real true red. You see? I feel like that's going to give me so much more bright red coverage. And I think with that, I probably don't even have to do much else. Just throw that on the cheeks, maybe a little bit of highlight, no bronzer, probably even no eyeshadow or very light with the eyeshadow. And that's it. So who knows? Yeah, it may be calling my name too, Susan. It may be calling my name too. And I did not think it would. I did not think that I would ever want to get something like that. And then I see it, and now I'm like, I can't unsee it. I can't unring the bell now. I must have it in my collection. I must have it. I must have it. She must join the others that are more pinky. And now that I see this, I even also want to see the purplish one too. Do y'all remember that one? I think I want to see that too now. Because I'm like, if this can work, then maybe. And see, that's the thing, Kat. Kat says that she's good with the red blushes that she has now. That's good. I don't really have that many. I have that daiquiri one. I have the Dior Cherry. And that's it. I didn't get the Gucci red blush. So I'm thinking this may be my one and done. Plus, I love it for the winter season. So you have that wind burnt look to your cheeks, that flush. Oh my God, that would be adorable. Also, I wore a red blush today and got complimented on it. See, that's what I'm saying. I think I might have to get that. I think I might have to. Oh, Karen says she's here. We're cleaning the litter boxes and the dishes. Can't wait to see this blush in action. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I think it needs to come on over here so that Bella can try it. That's what I'm saying. In the cart it goes. Yep. In the cart it goes. Looks like a berry color. It's a vivid red. It's bright. Like you will have to, and you know how much I love me a bright cheek moment. Even I will have to like dust off some on the back of my hand and then put it on my cheeks. That's how pigmented it is. Because the person who I saw do it, Alicia from Kinky Sweat, she got in her brush, she dipped it, and then she went right on it, and it came out like, woo, mama. It was bright. And so I was like, if it comes out that bright on her, it's definitely going to be bright on me. It's definitely going to be bright on me. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Susan says, the blush reminds me of Jackie O, like American royalty vibes. I want it. And I should have it. I should really have it. I think for this look today, I want to put on, I was going to put on some rose gold to like go with everything. Should I do that or should I do like a gold? I think I'm going to do a gold because I have it right here in my hand. Oh, no, I don't. Because I'm in the blush drawer, not the highlight drawer. Okay. Oh, and look what I put my hand on. A highlight. And not just any highlight. I think this is a rose gold highlight. And I didn't even open this thing. It's brand spanking new. Oh my gosh. I'm not going to open it now. Let me see. I know I have one that's opened. Yes, the Jackie Aina one is open. So let's do her. I think she called it a peach. And this is also very, very bright. So we're going to get a nice little thin haired brush. And we're going to be very light. Tap it into the cap. And we're also going to wipe some of it away because she is brighty, bright, bright, bright. Bam. Shining from the Himalayas, which I don't mind doing while I'm on vacation too. Right? Wasn't it stunning on Alicia? Oh my goodness. I was floored. And see, I tend to watch them at night as I'm like winding down for the evening. And so when I'm in the bed and I'm watching on my phone, it's hard for me to type. So I have to remember to go back in and type. So now that it's in my mind, I'm definitely going to go back and type about how wonderful that look was on her. It was stunning on her. Absolutely stunning. It wasn't a traditional blush though, makeup artist secret, but the red cream paints you can get around Halloween time are where it's at for medium and fair skinned folks who want red blush. Ah, okay, okay. Okay, okay. All right, so let's see what else is on my list. Let's take this one down. All right, I think we have one more for makeup and then we'll be done. So let me do this one more for makeup. Now this one, I don't know, babes. I have been lusting after this since it first came out. And when I did my haul with them, here it is, it was sold out. So I wasn't able to get it when I placed my order with Selfridges. So, of course, it's back now. And I want to get it, but I don't want to just buy this because it's going to be an expensive purchase for just this. Because, you know, I also have to pay the tax on the shipping and whatnot. And it would be so expensive just getting this on its own. So I'd have to bundle it with some other things to make it worthwhile. So now what do I bundle it with? What do I get alongside it? I don't know. But I love this and I really would love to get this and wear it on my birthday. I think this would look so pretty. And yes, it does remind me a little bit of the Viseart. Let me show you what I just put on. It does actually remind me a little bit of this, but I think their shade of this is much deeper in YSL than it is in the Viseart. And I think the one for like the all over lid, I think it has a little bit of sparkle to it, whereas this one is matte. So I think, it would pay to have both of them in my collection because each one does different things, but I've been in love with this since it first came out, and I definitely would love to get it for my birthday and take it on my trip. Cream paints as blush. Yeah, I mean, that's where they get all these cream blushes from. They're basically cream paint blush. So I get it, but I want to go back to powder. I love cream, don't get me wrong. I love cream. I love the sticks, but give me a cream, give me a powdered blush, and I'm so there. I'm so very there. I just love the way it looks on my skin. I really do. Ray Sunshine says, I prefer creamy versus very fluffy because my eyes get irritated easily. Okay. I get it. I get it. Yeah. What do you think about those roll up concealers that are being advertised on YouTube commercials? First of all, I don't know if I would necessarily get some of those things that on YouTube. Sorry, not YouTube, TikTok, because I know someone who buys that kind of stuff religiously. Like, she's buying up all these kinds of cheaper makeup products that you can get from China and Japan and whatnot. And I'm like, I'm not putting that stuff on my face. I don't know where these people are making this thing. I don't know what's in it. I'm not for that, because if God forbid something happens to my face, these shops close up faster than you could say hello, and you're stuck with a bad face, with a bad breakout on your face, and cheap product you can't get your money back for. So yeah, I'm not. I'm not. Now, I've had some concealers that kind of roll up. Well, this concealer rolls up. So this is Tom Ford. So I'm not averse to them. I have a Tom Ford one. I have a Chantecaille one. Chantecaille is also, it's a very light one, but again, if I want that extra lightness and brightness underneath my eyes and around the perimeter of my face, these are two that I reach for. So they're not bad. They're not bad at all. I just want to know that I can go into a store and say, excuse me, this gave me XYZ and I need my money back from it. Yeah. Anything in store like it? I think you did show us. So yeah, I just showed you two. Tom Ford and Chantecaille are my two go-tos. I'm sure there are more, but that's what I have my hands on right now, that I can stand by. Yes, taking a little out of the tube on a palette or on the back of the hand and applying with a sponge to prefer areas after you have applied your foundation gives a diffused look. Yes. And it also helps you to kind of spread it out a little bit more evenly, because it is now warmed up on the back of your hand, so it spreads nicely, and then you can just put it all over your face. So that's what I actually did with the foundations, which I had started doing before I hit record on the this StreamYard. And so I used Touche Eclat, and I used the Prada foundations. Actually, this is a tint. This is a skin tint, and this is a foundation, but they're both very, very light. And this one is a little bit too red for me, so I needed to tone it down. And so that's why I grabbed the Prada and mixed it together to tone it down to do the outside of my face where I want to be a little bit browner. But yep, that's the key. That's the key. Are you going to get that YSL face palette, Shannon? Oh, Oh, I forgot about that. Good point. Good point. Yes, I do want to get that because I don't have those shadows. I mean, those creams that are in there. Those blushes that are in there because they have Nude Lavier. I don't have that one. And they have a couple more that I don't have. So yes, I do want to get that too. That's a good call. So maybe I can check and see if they have that at Suffrages. That would be a good add-on. Yep. Oh, good, good. Hey, Lucy, how are you? How are you, babes? Welcome in. Product, listen, I stand by her. She's so good. She is so, so good. And she's another one that consciously made refills. So when I'm done with this, I can just pull it right out and slide my new one right in. No muss, no fuss. I could not be happier with the product. And I love the Prada highlight that I really love that Prada highlight. And I love the Prada lip balm that I have. I have a lipstick and a lip balm, and I want to get that other lip balm, the one that's like pink bubble gum. I want to get that one. So that's another one that I have my eye on, but I didn't put it in my list today. So thank you, Kat, for reminding me about that. Yes, it's called Blush Sponge Priming, but it helps get a more even distribution. You should always be pressing product into the skin. Yep. Hey, Zaya. All right. All right. So that is all of the makeup for now. Like I said, I do want to get that blush that Kat was talking about. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick so you can see it. Let's see. Show you in a second. Let's see. Can't see it now. I'm sure somebody has it on their feed somewhere. I just can't figure it out. Oh, and also Dior has a couple of ones that I wanted to try as well. So I might, maybe for Sunday Sips, I'll refresh with a couple more things that I want to get. So by that time, I'll find the Dior and share that with you, as well as the YSL that I was just talking about. So let's go back to what I want in birthday dresses. Okay. So this is, hang on. I think I'm going to have to do birthday dresses later too. So let's go into maybe sunglasses. Oh my goodness. Hang on. Oh, my battery's about to die too. All right. So you know what? Let me stop here because my battery is about to die, and I do want to make this an hour because I don't want to keep you guys too late. So I will do a part 2 of this on Sunday because there are some more that I wanted to add to this list, and there are a couple of pieces that I need to take out because I don't think I'm ever going to find them. For instance, let me just show you this one piece that I'm mad at because it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to find it anywhere. I think, I missed the boat on that one. So let me see. Yeah, here it is. So this shoe right here. I know all my sorority sisters that are watching are like, ah, I want those shoes. Well, let me tell you right now, you can't get them. They also had them in a flat. You can't get them unless you have a size 6 foot. That's it. They only have 6. And matter of fact, I think it's 6.5. I don't even think it's a real true 6. It might be a 6.5. So 6.5, you can be the Cinderella and you can get this. I'll send you the link. But I'm an 8, 8.5. So I can't do anything with that shoe. Personally, I can't do anything with it. And I can't do anything in it with the flat either. Oh, I'm telling you, I need an 8 or an 8.5 cat. Most actually go ahead with the 8.5. This way I have a little bit room. And if they're tight, because I don't know if they're narrow, they don't look like they're too narrow. But if they are, I want a little room. So yeah, I've looked everywhere. I cannot find these freaking shoes anywhere. Don't they look good? Dang, you're my Chris Tucker voice. Listen, Ray of Sunshine. When I tell you, when I found these, and it would be perfect with the dress that I found. Let me see if I can show you the dress real quick before my battery dies. Well, actually, you know what? Hold on just 1 second. Let me go get my charger. And then I can show you the dress and why I'm obsessed with the shoes real quick. And then we can do the rest on Sunday. Okay. All right, so here we go. And the heel is not that high either, Ray of Sunshine. Because that's what I was thinking too. I was like, am I going to want to walk in heels for my birthday? Am I going to want to do that? And I saw these and I was like, 3.5-inch heel. I can do that in my sleep. I can do that in my sleep. Because I can still wear my 3.5-inch heels. I can still wear my 4-inch heels. It's my 4.5, 5, 6-inch heels that I'm just like, nah, I can't do that no more. I really can't do that no more. I can't go up that high anymore. All right, so let me see if I can show you the dress real quick that had me lusting for these shoes. Because at first I found the dress first, and then I was going to try to retrofit the shoes. And then I saw these and I'm stuck now on these. So I'm sick about it. I'm sick about it, y'all. I can't believe. Listen, Kat, if you can find that, you will be the heroine of the century. Okay? The absolute greatest of all time. Because they are not letting me live right now. What the heck? I just saw the freaking dress. And why am I not seeing it now? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay. Let's show you. Let's show you the dress. Okay. So here's the dress. Ta-da! That's the dress. And now you see where I want the shoes. It'll go perfect. Perfect. Perfect with it. Absolutely perfect. I do need a like crossbody bag, either pink or green. That's why I was like, oh, pink or green bag would go great with this. So we'll see. Hey, hey, Noelle, no worries. No worries. But yeah, this is the dress. And that also was a hard find. Like I was like going crazy because this one was on a site and disappeared. Disappeared, never to be seen of again. And so I was heartbroken, of course. And then here's the flat version. I'll show you the flat version. That's the flat version of the shoes. Also not available anymore. Yeah, also. Hopefully it's the right side. Okay. Listen, I tried everything. All I saw was those dang 6.5s. Thank you, Susan. Thank you so much. Or I gotta plan my outfit next year for birthday like you. So I actually picked this up from my grandmother. Every year for my birthday, my grandmother used to buy me a new dress. And then when I became older, she's like, so what are you going to wear for your birthday? And I was like, what do you mean I'm going to wear for my birthday? Just wear whatever. She's like, oh no, you got to get something new. And so that's just been like our little tradition. And then when she passed away, I just kept doing it. So I try to get myself one outfit new every year for my birthday. Now, if I'm going away like I did last year and like I'm doing this year, then what I do is I supplement my new stuff with some old stuff that I haven't worn in a long time. So, I can take pictures in it. I can do, I can dress it up a different kind of way and make it like it's a new outfit in my head, even though I've worn it before. So that's what I'm trying to do. Oh my God, so cute. Yeah. Can you do hot pink purse and hot pink shoes? Yeah, absolutely. But I have not seen any other hot pink shoes that I would want. I haven't seen any. Shannon, it's weird, but sometimes you have to work on a more broad search terms in order to find the right size. Listen, come on with it, Kat. I hope you can find it because that would be perfection with the dress. Perfection. And then I'm set because I have all of my other shoes that I'm going to bring, and I want to get a pair of sneakers, and that's it. And that's it. And I have everything else that I would need. Maybe 1 or 2 supplemental items for just walking around and sightseeing and stuff like that. But that's the shoe. There's the shoe right there. So that is it. Yeah, cool idea, right? I love that. That's something that I have still carried with me from when she passed. So that's it for now. Like I said, we probably will do a part 2 because I do want to show you a couple of other things that I have in the back of my mind that I want to get, just ancillary items. I think there's a couple of sunglasses that I want to get. And maybe I'll show you the sneakers too. And then the backup dress. Uh-oh. Cat said a bad word. It's waitlisted. Waitlisted. So there's a chance I could get it? I don't know. She's my heart just jumped. Like I could probably get it. It's waitlisted to when? I have to deliver it to the hotel. Listen. Ain't no shame in my game. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I mean, I can't think of anything else. I just saw this cute romper that I want to get. There's some cute ones I just looked up on Shein. Okay. How fast do they come though? Because I remember I ordered a sweater from there and it was supposed to be for Valentine's Day. It came way after Valentine's Day. And it was what? I was just on Rue La La. What in the world? 38 and 38 and 38.5. Well, I'll be. I was just on Rue La La. And they only had the 6. I will call them bad boys tomorrow. Think I won't when I will? I'll call them bad boys. And the source that's in the clouds, don't even think about looking for these shoes. Okay? My shoes. Get your own shoe. Oh my God, the 6 is the only ones available. Yeah, that's the ones I saw. But they ain't tell me I'm waitlisted for the 38 and 38.5. And then I even looked on his site to see maybe he has some. That reminds me of I forgot who else made a shoe. Jeffrey Campbell. I was looking for these Jeffrey Campbell ballet shoes forever. And it kept coming up. And then when I go to get it, it's in a totally different size. Even though I said I want it in this size, they kept showing me everything else but that size. The wait list looks like it's going to be available in December at the earliest. December? I mean, I would have them and just keep them because I can always use that for, another time. But then I need to find shoes for the dress. So that's the thing. Marissa just said, Cat is on the case and Bella's calling direct. Yep. Look, I'm not playing. Okay. Yeah, I will go back on there and see. But so that's it. I mean, for bags, the only one that I'm like really lusting for is that P9. And I want it in pink, of course. And I was waffling between wanting the 25 and the 30. I think I'm going to go 30 because I like a big bag, even though I don't really put a lot in my bags anymore because my Alma bag, like I stuffed that thing so much. I need to go and take it to Louis Vuitton to see if they can fix it again. They fixed it once already for me and then it broke again. So I'm going to see if they can hopefully fix it again. But we'll see. That's it. And then I do want to get like a little beach bag to like kick around. But I have one around here somewhere. I'll see if I can find that. If not, I'll just look for a cute bag to like kick around with. And I do have my little raffia Dior purse that I'll bring. And I do have some crossbodies that I'll bring for daytime. And then for evening, I'll bring like a couple of my handbags for the evening. And that's it. I'm trying to like call everything in my head so that when it's time to pack, I can just put everything together. And that's what I like to do. I like to map it all out, write it out, or type it out on my notes section in my laptop, and then just check off everything that I got. Oh, and I want to get at least one new bathing suit, maybe 2, and a wrap to go with it. Either one or two new ones. So I'm thinking maybe I'll go by the TJ Maxx that is nearby me because they have a runway section, and sometimes I'm able to find things in there. So you should see a button that says still want it on Rue La La under 38 and 35. I'll look on other sites to see if somewhere has it immediately. Okay, thank you, Kat. I will definitely do that. I will definitely look. I'm on the case. I got my phone right here. I'm on the case. As soon as I finish this live. Okay. So yeah, so let me know what you find out. I'm gonna show you some other stuff on Sunday. And then the other thing is what to do with my hair. Now, usually I leave my braids in for my birthday because I'll either pin it up, put it in a bun, or do something fun with it. But I'm thinking I might want to get them either redone or get that style that I was kind of alluding to before, where I have my hair out, but then I have some blonde like extensions put in. This way I don't have to color my own hair. I could just put the blonde in because I like the blonde. I like it. And I want to do it again, but I don't want to color my own hair. So we'll see how we can do that. I'm gonna talk to my hairstylist and see what she can do. But yeah, I'm thinking I might want to take this out at like the end of the month because it's been in, when I get them done, in July. So it'll be a month at the end of this month. I can go till the end of September. I could, but do I want to? Yeah, I don't know. I got to see what my my stylist is doing because I have a new stylist, and she was supposed to be moving from the place she was at before to a new place, and I haven't heard back from her if she moved into that new place or what. So I need to find that out and then see what appointments she has available and see what I can work into my schedule. And hopefully we mesh and I can get it done because I would love to do have my hair out for my birthday. Let's see. All right, babes. Thank you so much for joining me today. We had fun. I know I did. And hopefully you had fun too. I love you so much for watching. Don't forget to put those thumbs up in case you have not done so already. Share this out to your friends, suppose to all you knows, and let them know Brown Girl Bella is the place to be for luxury beauty, skincare, vlogs, live streams, whatever you want, we got it right here on Brown Girl Bella. Thank you for wishing my Titi a happy birthday. And the way I just hollered at Kat, the way I just hollered out loud at Kat, bye y'all, because look, she trying to take me there. She's been slowly trying to take me to Bella After Dark for real, for real. We leaving now. We leaving now. Good night, everybody. Love you for watching. I'll see you on Sunday for Sunday Sips. And don't forget, watch my videos, please. Thank you so much. Love you for watching. You've been Bellafied. Good night. Cat is too much.